Replay viewers, let's see who tunes on in. And rumper, bumper, stomper, boo. Tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today. Are my friends ready for some fun and play? Stephanie Gray, first one in the room, and Ramona out there in North Carolina, welcome. Good to see you there, Mark, and Activity 79, good to see you. Good to see you, Travis Weeks, and the ABX girl, welcome. Good to see you, CB Earthday, and Sally Skipico, welcome. And Dave Jeffries in Niagara Falls, welcome. Good to see you, Land Rover, welcome. And Bear Britain, good to see you, Bear Britain. And Susan Ingalls, welcome. The tour was okay, Stephanie. Okay, the tour wasn't the best. And look at this. Are we going to lose the cell phone network? Good to see you, Davina. Good to see you, Robert. Good to see you, Jack. Good to see you, Ange. I think I'm going to lose the cell phone network. Let me make sure the VPN, there goes the signal. Okay. I guess the VPN is screwed. I don't know how good. Okay, it's coming back. Good to see you, Mary. Welcome. Good to see you, Sunshine After Rain. Good to see you, Din Din. It's actually the last little bit of sunshine before the rain. Good to see everybody. I don't know why the cell network is slammed over here, but it is. Good to see you, Dave in Bangor, Maine. Good to see you, Denise. Welcome. Good to see you, Phyllis. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Let's get to 50 likes on the video. Let's get to 50 likes on the video, and then we'll go into an inflatable building. And we'll try to get some fun in before the rain hits. But good to see everybody, people. Hope everyone's having a great, what is it now? Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Good to see you, Donna Knight. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Okay, now we got that connection back. That's good. Good to see you there, John Lore. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Keep on hitting that like button so more people can find the broadcast. 56 people watching and 34 likes. Hit the like button so more people can find the broadcast. Good to see you, Frank Dina. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Let's get 50 likes and we'll activate the legs. Welcome to Lincoln Center. We're here in the back of Lincoln Center here at Dalrymple Park. I can never pronounce this park correctly. But they have some inflatable buildings over there, and we're going to check that out before we head into Central Park. TPR from Montreal. Good to see you, TPR. Good to see everybody, people. Let's keep on hitting that like button. Let's hit the 50 likes, and then we'll head into the inflatable building. I have all my stuff on me, by the way, today, because I don't know if they're going to ask me to remove my bag. So I have all my stuff in my pockets today, and I know I'm going to go through some kind of security up there. I could see. But good to see everybody. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. I'm having an okay Wednesday. I want to thank the couple of people who did tip me on my tour today. Not everybody tipped. So today was one of those days. Good to see you, Flo. Good to see you, Myrna. Good to see you, Mary Lily. Let me guess, you're in Central Park. Ethan G? Incorrect. Good to see you, Mary Lily. Welcome. We are in Lincoln Center. Lincoln Center. In Dalrymple Park. I can't pronounce it. But we will go to Central Park later on because I'm going to walk across the park to hop on my train. It's going to rain here in New York City at around 3 o'clock, so I have about an hour and a half. I should put the clock on the screen so I know exactly when this rain's going to come in, or not. I don't know. It's 1:20 in the afternoon now, though, and I don't know why the cell network is bouncing around as much as it is. It's always hit and miss in the Lincoln Center. All over. There goes the guy. I think we're going to drop below minimum again. Let's see. They spend thousands. I know. Yeah, no, John, it's how some of these Europeans are. I mean, some well-dressed Europeans too, might I add. But yeah, not even $1. It's fine. It's fine. It was a bit of a rushed tour anyway because a couple of the guests had something booked immediately after the tour, which I don't know why people do that stupid shit. But yeah, exactly, Flo. Appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words, guys. All right, we have 52 likes. There's 63 people watching. But I don't see anybody up there, so I'm assuming that the line isn't too long. Oh man, this connection. I don't know how the connection's gonna be here, guys, so. I don't know how the connection's gonna be in here. You go back to Europe and stay there. There you go. Okay, yeah, I don't know how this connection's gonna be. I don't know why the connection is so so weird over here, but it is. It is always weird here in the back of the Lincoln Center, but this is it. We're gonna go inside of an inflatable room. So let's see how it is here. Let's see how it is. And there's restrooms over there. I should have used the restroom before I started. Let's see how this connection is. After all, it is an inflatable building, so it should be a fine connection. Okay, I see the line, where the line begins. And we're gonna go through security, it looks like. Good to see Arjan. I appreciate that, Stephanie. Yeah, they want to schedule too many things, exactly. Okay, I gotta come all the way out to over here to then hop back in. We're hopping in the general admission line because I could not get the fast track. Good to see you, Holly. Good to see you, RJ. Welcome. All right. All right, general admission. Hey, man.
How you doing?
All right. Is it fine to video in there?
I do not know. I would ask.
Oh, you don't know?
Actually,
Okay.
I can ask.
Yeah.
I have people asking if it's okay to videotape and record inside. It's totally fine, just no flash.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you, man. All right. Yeah, me too. Trisha, I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued by this, this art setup here. I'm very intrigued. Let me turn the camera on me. Hey, man. All right, into the inflatable building we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what this is gonna be like. Yeah, Flash still exists. Remember those cubes? The little mini explosion that used to happen inside there? This is very exciting. Inflatable building, everybody. Here in the back of the Lincoln Center. Robert Moses would be proud. All right, ooh, this is exciting.
Thank you.
All right, hello, sir.
Hey, what's happening?
All right.
I need your bag.
Yes. Here.
Laptop.
Nah,
Charger.
just batteries. Yeah, I got a charger in there and a modem and some gloves.
Okay, you said the batteries are where?
Right here.
Can I see it?
Yes.
Okay, just leave it here.
All right. I feel like I'm going to a rock and roll show. There you go.
Okay.
Yes, and here, another battery and a modem.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
What's here?
Wallet. Wallet.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, man. All right, guys. Yeah, we live in the future now.
Sad.
Yeah, it is sad. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right. Hey, man. All right.
I'm good.
All right.
That's true movie shoes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can put them in one of those cubbies and you can step onto them now, okay?
Okay. Oh, I am taking off my shoes. Oh, you guys get to see my shoes now, guys. You guys get to see the good stuff now. Boy, we were on Periscope. There'll be a lot more people watching because we get to show feet. Ooh. Okay. Oh, this is funny. This is hilarious. Okay.
Right this way once you're ready.
All right. Wow. Welcome. All right. This is just like the airport.
Are you on the live?
Yeah, we're on the
Side
live.
of the live?
Well, yeah, please.
Hello, live from the Lincoln Center. Nice to see y'all.
And this is not bad. See, general admission tickets, they were right. It wasn't too bad.
There's no line now?
No, line's gone.
Yeah,
Oh
because
my God.
because the kids are at school and people at work. Okay. Oh yeah, we had Schiphol Airport. John, the color is black. Good to see you, Michelle. Welcome. All right, guys, we're about to go into the inflatable building, and this is good. We got a good signal now. No spiky shoes. It is an inflatable building after all, so no spiky shoes.
All right, folks, we've just got one or two more people we're waiting for. As soon as everyone's ready, we'll send this whole group in together.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm not going to lie. After doing a 2-hour bike tour, it feels kind of nice to take off the shoes. Right, guys? I do it for you guys. And then after that, we'll walk through the. After this, we'll walk through the park. But yeah, Nebul, you came at the right moment. Bienvenue. We're about to enter the inflatable building here. Yeah, no puncturing. Yeah, it's an inflatable building.
All right, folks, in this next room is my coworker, Camille. Camille right here. She's going to quickly explain the rules to y'all before you head into the main exhibit.
Yes.
So you can just keep your cell phones and devices away until after she's done
Okay.
explaining those rules. Thank you.
All right, folks, you'll follow me inside while I'll give you some more guidelines. I just ask that you keep those phones away until after I'm done speaking, okay?
Ooh, it's like wind coming out of the building. Pretty much Trisha.
Welcome back, folks.
All right, folks.
Here we go, guys.
Enjoy.
Hello, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome. So this is Daedalum. This is the Luminarium's walkthrough experience, brought to you all the way from Nottingham, UK. This art sculpture was handmade, hand cut, and hand glued together, all within 4 months. The material that was used is super thin though, super easy to tear, and super easy to rip. So we just have some rules we would like everyone to follow, which is the set guidelines. We would like everyone to follow so that we don't tear, as well as you remain safe and we all remain safe. Those guidelines are no running, no jumping, no climbing, no sliding around inside. Yes, I'm saying this regardless of age. However, you're more than welcome to sit and lay down at the base of the structure. Just be careful in doing so if you have any loose keys, any loose cards, as that can puncture. Especially if they're in your pants, I recommend you put them inside your coat or your book bags, as that has more cushion, okay? You're more than welcome to take photos and videos, as we encourage it. Just do so without flash, as the way the art itself works is natural sunlight reflecting into the panels that you see around me here, as well as the ones that you'll see in the ceiling in the next room. It's kind of hard to see here in this design, because we have some red peeking through, but there's some more beautiful colors inside. Please spend no more than 15 to 20 minutes inside. We do still want to keep people coming and going as much as we can today, as it is our last week, so everyone's going to try to get in before the school rush. So try to make your way back here no later than 1:51. This is your only 1:31. This is your only entrance/exit. You will see me again, if not, my friend Freddie. Okay. Well, other than that, any questions?
No.
No. I hope you all enjoy.
Thank you. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
We're gonna wait for this door to close to let you out, okay? So we'll let them know.
It's like an airlock coming into this room here. And Ethan, it's not
Just
ridiculous.
please step all the way in, folks, so we can close this door.
Ooh, here we go, guys. Into the inflatable building we go.
Are you streaming on Twitch?
YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube. Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh, it's like nice and soft. Wow. Ooh. Oh, this is interesting. I was very intrigued. I don't know where we go, so I'm just going to follow the group here. This is a little trippy. Oh man, I wish I would have hit my vape pen. We'll do it after, maybe. Oh wow. So as you heard, this came all the way from England. And it's pretty cool that this is all natural light that we have lighting this here. Right, Cynthia? Good to see everybody. If I missed you, welcome. If you were just joining us, welcome. Good to see you, Carlos. Who else we have here? Good to see you, Jay Chulo. How tall is this building? I think it's like 40 feet tall. I won't get lost because I don't think you can get lost. It is like a balloon. So there's only so far you could go. And you know what? I'm going to just say I had a really crappy morning. This is like totally making up. Ooh. Let's meditate, everybody. Let's meditate.
Jesse, you ready?
Mary, you're more than welcome. So it's a synthetic fabric. They say it's like a nylon, and what's crazy is that she said that this is all hand cut. That's very impressive. Wow, this is really tripped out. It's pretty cool that this is like natural sunlight here. And wow, this thing just goes on and on. Wow. This is like maybe like a Star Trek land. Ooh, good to see you, Marlo. From Dominican Republica. Wow. Wow, this is really nice. But more importantly, since I don't have my shoes on, I'm really comfy. Okay, so it's like, I'm starting to get the structure now. But you can see why they had so many rules. It does come up off the ground. So if you have anything in your pockets, I could see how it will tear the structure. Wow, this thing's a lot bigger than I thought it was, guys. I know, I want to sleep here, CB Earth Day. The music is lulling me into a relaxing state. And I'm happy we caught this. This is only going to be up until this weekend. So this is it. But you saw the line for the general admission here, so it wasn't too bad. And if you're claustrophobic, yeah, this may not be for you. Oh, this is the main room here. Wow, that is cool. That is cool. Wow. Good to see you, Neil, out there in Flatbush. Welcome. Oh. Mark, you're more than welcome. Good to see you, Mark Freeman. It's amazing how this is all sunlight illuminating this. This is very impressive, guys. Very, very impressive. Good to see you, Daedalum. You're welcome. I kind of want to take a nap in here. I want to take a nap. You have these little nooks and crannies as you make your way around, which makes it like it could be a very intimate kind of place. It's very cozy, yeah. Jonas inside the whale's body. I like that one, Figments. I like that one. Yeah, we're inside the whale's stomach. We're totally inside the whale's stomach. I told myself I better get here as soon as my tour concludes, because I know that the school's gonna let out in a little bit. So I wish it was like a little map, but I don't know where to exactly go. So we're just kind of rambling here. Let's go back over this way here. Isn't this cool, guys? This room here is just very impressive. Alberto Forzoli, buongiorno Italy. Little nooks and crannies to hide in here, and I guess this is one of my more favorite art pieces where the other users become part of the art. Yeah, so it's like a little labyrinth here, because I want to say I'm walking around in a circle. I want to say I'm walking around in a circle. Oh yeah, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Flo, I want to take a nap in here, Flo. I want to totally take a nap in here. Okay, let's meditate. Let's meditate, guys. Let's meditate. I'm gonna meditate. And Virginia Wedlake with a $5 super chat. Virginia, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. And Virginia, thank you so much for getting my Metro card out here. Much, much, much appreciated. Let's do a quick meditation here. I'll get on the camera here for you guys. I'll get on camera here. And I'll meditate just for y'all really quick. Since other people are doing it, I'm gonna meditate too. Ooh, and it's like it's soft, and it's really nice. It's really nice. Obviously, I can't read comments, not right now. Yes. I'm chanting in my mind. Yeah. 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 I'm falling asleep. I'm falling asleep, guys. I am totally falling asleep. I am totally falling asleep. Ooh, very zen. It's very zen. It's very zen. I'm totally falling asleep. I'm totally falling asleep. The music is doing its job. I'm like really getting relaxed and tired. But I love it how the other users, the other participants here become part of the piece here. Wow, it's really like a labyrinth here. I can honestly tell you guys, I don't know which way I came in. I'm just gonna kind of go with it. I'm just gonna kind of go with it. It's another, yeah, it's like, get these little nooks and crannies in here where you could kind of plop yourself down into a corner somewhere and just, I mean, I want to take a nap, guys. I want to take a nap. Okay, I think this is the, yeah, that's the entrance right there. Okay, so let's go through another round. We'll go through another round of the building here, and then we're gonna leave. So other people can enjoy this before the rush of the school hits. Got a $5 PayPal from Stephanie. Thank you so much, Stephanie, with the $5 PayPal. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for sponsoring the live stream, everybody. All right. I honestly, I guess it's like, yeah, you have like little, yeah, this is the main room. And the main room is it's really impressive. I mean, this main room here, this is definitely the most impressive part of the whole structure. Wow. And let's come around. Let's come around. I could see how they don't want people's keys though, too. Stephanie Gray, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I can only read the first name, by the way. Yeah, investigator, I am on acid. I'm candy flipping, as the kids in the 90s used to call it. Good to see you, Strawberry Fields. Welcome. This is very, very interesting, really cool. It feels cavernous. It feels so huge. But no doubt we're in a small kind of confined area, because we're just behind the Lincoln Center here. I guess this is like a really cool, trippy, bouncy house. It's a really cool, trippy, bouncy house. That's what this is. I love these little skylights they have here as you make your way around. It's really cool. Ooh, look at this room. Wow. And Myrna Bergen with a $5 super chat. Myrna, thank you so much for the very generous $5 Canadian style super chat. Thanks for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a big $5 super chat. Myrna. Yes, Cindy. What do you say, Myrna? Yes, I know. I gotta replay this exactly. It's a very interesting structure, guys. This is way more interesting than I thought it was gonna be. Way more interesting. Like these little columns here. This is really interesting. This is really, really interesting. Wow. Wow. We're on Melmac, Dan the Man. We're on Melmac. Live from Melmac. Wow, very, very impressive. Very impressive, guys. This whole thing kind of blowing my mind. Okay, I think I figured out the layout of this place. So that means we'll go through it one more time. And then Return back to reality. Don't eat the cat. I won't eat the cat there, strawberry fields. I won't eat the cat. Okay, let's go. Let's go back one more time for you guys, and then we'll go back to reality. What does it smell like? You know, it doesn't smell like much of anything. I would figure that this was going to smell like rubber or something like that. It doesn't smell like much of anything. It doesn't even smell like a bouncy house. I can honestly tell you, it doesn't have a smell. You're more than welcome, Michelle King. Michelle King, you know, I got to keep the live stream fresh for you guys, so. So another kind of like they got these little nooks here where you can hang out. Sean, very fun. Final weekend of this, Sean, so. Final weekend of this. So I had to take advantage of this before it disappeared. All right. Let's do another loop here, and then we'll return back to reality. Did the Duchess find this? Yes, she did. The Duchess brought this to my attention, oh my goodness, a few weeks back. And yeah. No, it's exactly. The other people in the experience are really kind of create this it adds to the art. It kind of adds to it. Wow, this is like the most impressive room though, right here. This is definitely the most impressive part. All right, let's go through that other side one more time. And then we're gonna go back to reality. A great place to propose marriage. You know, Myrna, yeah. I would say yes. It is a great place to propose marriage. Can you imagine? But the Duchess finds all of the cool stuff. Good to see you, Liz. Welcome. Ian, welcome. All right, let's go through that other side, and then we'll go back to reality. No, I did not have my edible today. A great place for ballet. You know, we're at Lincoln Center, so we're right near the ballet theater. So it was right here. Good to see you, Julie. Welcome. They're very impressive. This kind of blew my mind. I think out of all the areas here, this, besides the main room, this spot right here, this is really interesting right here. Because you get all these different crazy shapes. And let me see if I could try to really get it in for you guys here. Let's look at these shapes here. That's wild. And then they all come down to like this column right here, and if you could call it that. It's obviously not bearing any weight. But the thing, you could tell your friends, did you see Dutch Maz walk through an inflatable building? Yes, you did. All right. Dan, this is not the inside of my house. This is not the inside of my house. I wish it was. Okay. Come around the other side here and we will exit. Yeah, kind of like inside the human body, yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like the inside of the human body. Good to see you there, Brian. All right, let's go back to reality. It's time to go back to reality, back to the Lincoln Center. And there we go. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. I could fall asleep in here easily. Okay. Yeah.
It has happened to me. But are you leaving or what?
Yeah, I'm leaving, yeah. Back to reality, because I'm falling asleep. Thank you, sir, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All right. Back to reality, guys. Back to reality. All right, let's get my shoes. Let's get the shoes and put on the shoes. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. That was impressive, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. That was quite impressive. Good to see you, Natasha. I wanted to get out quick because I want other people to enjoy this while it's kind of empty. The kids are going to get out of school. They're going to swamp this place like crazy. So that was, yeah, appreciate. And that's very trippy. Yes, indeed. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know, yeah, coming into daylight hurts your eyes, right? All right, now it's time to, we got to beat this rain. We're going to walk through Central Park now. And we're going to walk through the park. Lots of blossoming trees. We'll walk through the park, and I'm going to head back to the subway. But that was really, really cool, guys. And I'm glad you guys got to experience that. I know New York City gets all the cool stuff because it's New York. Because it's New York, people. All right. You're more than welcome, guys. All right. Back to reality. Let's do it. Let's do it. Back to reality. Oh, yes. Wow, that was impressive. Thank you so much. All right. Yay, we did it. Yes, the housing problem hasn't been solved. Good to see you, Mr. and Mrs. Viking, out there in Liverpool. So here's what it looks like on the outside. It is crazy. You know what, to be honest? It looks a lot bigger inside than it does outside. Let's walk around the structure here. Was that fun, happy-go-lucky? It felt nice getting out of my shoes for a little bit. It felt nice getting out of shoes, but you now know the trick. I think they're going to be open tomorrow. So get here while people are still at work and at school. And as you see, we just walked right in. There is a fast pass line, but the fast pass line has been completely sold out, even though it's free. It should turn into a nightclub, yeah. Yeah, photos you're gonna have to watch on the replay. There's that main room. You know what, to be honest, I thought the main room was surrounded by the other rooms. And it's not. You can hear the music too. The trippy music is also playing on the outside here, just like Doctor Who's TARDIS, kind of, yeah. That was cool. That was cool. Wow, yeah, it definitely looks way bigger inside Definitely looks way bigger inside than out here. Good to see you, Darlene. Welcome. Yeah, it definitely looks way, way, way bigger inside than it does outside. All right. Let's head into the Lincoln Center here. Bobby, I wonder what Bobby Moses would think of this because, so, yeah, it looked like it was, I thought I was leaving other parts of it, but it's only like one way. I guess it's 2 ways in, 2 ways out. So Robert Moses, he destroyed a very strong-knit Puerto Rican neighborhood called San Juan Hill to build Lincoln Center. And my father actually grew up right here on 63rd Street. And his building obviously doesn't exist anymore. But I would love to know what Bobby Moses would think of this. I would love to know what he would think of this. Good to see everyone. Good to see you, Stephen Doyle. Shout out to Liverpool. I'm doing great. You can't say I don't take you anywhere. I take you to all the cool places. You know this. This is why you subscribe. I take you guys to all the cool places. Or at least I try. But the Big Umbrella Festival, it's called. Yeah, it's like a windowless bouncy house, Liz. I would love to know what Robert Moses would think of such a structure. But we got to experience it. Yes! All right, that totally cleared out my brain from the not so great tour I did this morning. So that definitely reformed my brain. So I heard a lot of things about Mercer Labs, Ms. Viking. The main thing I've heard about the Mercer Labs Technology Museum is that it's very underwhelming for the price. So, and also from what I hear and from what I've seen online, it's very hard to live stream inside the Mercer Labs because of all the electronic equipment in there. So I wanted to take you to Mercer Labs when I first heard about it, but I've seen a couple of live streams from there. They weren't that great. Even with people with live use solos and stuff like that, like you couldn't get a signal out. So yeah. And again, I've heard from people, too many people, that it's very underwhelming. Ethan G, you're more than welcome. Good to see you, Michael Juniper, out there in the United Kingdom. But this final weekend, I love coming here. I love Lincoln Center. Me and my mom would usually, we hit up the opera at least once a year. We haven't done that in a while. But here we are, the Lincoln Center, everybody. The Lincoln Center. But yeah, Miss Viking, from what I hear, and from what I've seen also, very underwhelming. It's like, what, $52 to visit the Mercer Labs. And from what I hear, not worth it. Edgar Gonzalez, good to see you. Yeah, Mercer Labs is definitely another tourist trap. Absolutely. Now, remember when we did a live stream in here? They had the 10,000 silver balloons in there. So this is our second time coming to Lincoln Center to look at balloons. Liverpool, Liverpool. All right, let's head. We gotta go east. We're on the west side. We're gonna walk east along, I think, 63rd Street or whatever street this is. We're gonna walk along this. One of your favorite spots, Lincoln Center? Absolutely. And you remember when they had the lawns installed? Yeah, remember that? John Burke, good to see you. There is so much to do in New York. There is so much. Yes, there is. That was fun. It was fun taking off my shoes. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It was fun taking off my shoes. I feel like I went to the beach. You know when you lose that negative charge in your body and you know, like you realign the ionization in your body. That's what I feel like. So random exploring, from what I hear, that's traveling around the world. So that came from, what'd she say, Manchester? It came from England. So, but what's pretty impressive is that, you know, all those pieces were hand cut. That was incredible. So like an artist really made that. So pretty impressive, guys. We have about an hour until this rain gets here, so we're gonna start making our way across the park now. Absolutely, Dan. If we could walk around barefoot everywhere, right? But I knew I came here at the right time. I knew that if I would rush over here, we wouldn't have to wait in line too long. So we didn't. So that's good. Yeah, it was like parachute material, Miss Viking. Yeah. It was like a nylon kind of plasticky, rubbery material. That music just like lulled me to sleep. I was gonna fall asleep in there. I swear to God. But very impressive. It'll be here. I think this is the last weekend for this exhibit. So as you see, come here kind of early in the day. It opens up at, I believe, 11 o'clock in the morning it opens up. So try to get here early when everyone's still at school and at work and you won't have to wait in line. And like I said, well, like they said, hang out in there for like 15, 20 minutes. That's all you really need. Unless you're going to take a gajillion selfies like some other people were doing. You know, just when you think you've seen it all, right? All right. Let's head over to Central Park via 63rd Street. I believe this is the Sesame Street, if I'm not mistaken. All right. If I go across the street, they have the sign that says Sesame Street on it. I wouldn't consider 63rd Street Sesame Street because I think of Sesame Street as where they filmed it, and that's the Kaufman Astoria Studios in Astoria, Queens. But evidently the Children's Television Workshop, their offices are around here somewhere. So they look like a womb. Yeah, that's why I felt sleepy. Yeah, I was inside the womb. Isn't that a Bjork song? I want a coffee, to be honest. I want a coffee. Good to see you, Dave JR, out there in Dartmouth. All my folks from the United Kingdom tuning in today. Explorers checking in from a chilly United Kingdom. Welcome. Let's head into the park. Yesterday was such a beautiful day that after work I spent the afternoon. But we're back at it again today. Yeah, look, 63rd Street and Broadway. Sesame. See? Sesame Street, guys, right there. The number 1 train to 66th Street. Of a connection issue once again. It's the Upper West Side, man. It should have really good connection around here. What the hell? Buildings. This little walk up, no doubt, was here when my father lived here. This is 63rd Street. Maybe he grew up in. And when construction for Lincoln Center came about, he was obviously pushed out. And Jesse O with a $5 super chat. Jesse O, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much super chat. I will get. Oh, thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream. Much appreciated. I don't know why we're having such a connection issue here. Let me cross the street. I don't know why the connection's so shit over here, but it is. Good to see you, Robinson Lopes. Welcome. Shout out to all the channel members. There it is. Shout out to all the channel members. Thanks to all the channel members. This broadcast is brought to us in stunning 1080p. There's one exhibit like this in Auckland, New Zealand right now. Interesting. Interesting. Well, there's always something going on here in New York. I could feel the rain. The rain is definitely coming. Was that stunning? All right, now we're getting back into a good signal. That was a lot of fun. You never know what we're going to see on the live stream. So interesting. Yeah, no, D30. My father's, well, my grandparents on my father's side They move onto this block in 1948. And then my father, he comes here as like a 3-year-old. So he was a baby when he moves here. And then he grows up here until he's like about maybe 12 years old. And then construction for Lincoln Center commences, and then he moves all the way out to East New York and Brooklyn. Yeah, gotta tell Louise, Nibble. Gotta tell Louise. It is 2:07 in the afternoon now, so let's walk up to 72nd Street here, and then we'll do a little half tour of the park. We'll do a little tour for you guys. Yeah, no, exactly. There were many neighborhoods that met that fate. San Juan Hill. Yeah. And it's funny when you go digging around. I saw a urban redevelopment film for this neighborhood that was produced in, I believe it was 1952, maybe 1953. And they talk about how they're going to build this Lincoln Center for art and music and whatnot. And they talk about how it's going to change the neighborhood, because obviously here along Central Park West, some of the most expensive real estate in the world right here. But just a few blocks over, it was working class people, not that far. You can see the Lincoln Center from here. So they really did want to change this up and bringing in higher income people around here. So yeah, I know. No, Din, the trees did change quick. John Smith, good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, the leaves are coming out on the trees now. A lot more green coming out. But we're gonna kind of walk through the park now and. But thank you so much for all your donations, everybody. Oh, I Love Lucy also resided here. That's pretty cool. But yeah. The Lincoln Center changing up the whole neighborhood. Oh, we have some people who are in. Who saw the two people intentionally walk into the camera? I know, west of the reservoir, it's beautiful. Yeah, parts of the Conservatory Garden. I know Conservatory Garden should be looking amazing right now because all the tulips and everything. Hey, here it is, guys. We're on 65th Street now, Central Park West. 55 Central Park West. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Here's the Ghostbusters building right here. Yes, indeed, and this process is still going on. But here it is. Here it is. Here's the Ghostbusters building right here. They literally filmed the movie right here. And what's funny was the address is 55 Central Park West. I think they added a 0 to the address. So in the movie it was 550. So, but in the movie you see the whole street get buckled up and everything, and then it swallows up the Ghostbusters and everything. And they recreate the top 4 floors of the building almost in full scale out in Hollywood for the movie. But here it is. Here's Zool, everybody. The Ghostbusters building. Ah, there you go, Holly. Holly lives in Lucy's hometown of Jamestown, New York. That's pretty cool. All right, let's cross 66th Street here. Look at this guy. This guy's right in the middle of the crosswalk. Show me that you don't walk without telling me you don't walk. I will. Neil, that's on the east side, Neil. They're not here on the west side. That's on the east side. Look at this. I love this. This is the kind of stuff I live for. This is the kind of nonsensical stuff I live for. Look at this old school taxi sign here. I love this. So you come out of Tavern on the Green which is just beyond the bushes here. And you got your taxi stand right there. That old school taxi sign, so cool. Moishin Ali, good to see you there. Welcome. So here is the Australian tourist. An Australian tourist was killed here, riding one of my company's bikes. She rented a bike, and this is where she was killed. Right here. Holly says that yes, the boathouse is open again under new management. Yes, indeed. Yeah, a vestige of an earlier time. Good old cab stand. We're going to enter the park at 72nd Street, and we'll do a little tour. We'll go through Strawberry Fields. We'll make our way over to Bethesda Terrace and whatnot. Yeah, he had a device that zapped my connection and my phone, which evidently is illegal here in New York City, but if you work for the Russian oligarchy, whatever the hell it's called, it's cool. He zapped the machine, he zapped my phone. The gimbal even died too, I remember. It took a while for like the gimbal to turn back on and everything, and the phone did a complete reboot. The phone did a complete reboot. Check out the replay. I forgot when that was already. Good to see you there, Bob. My afternoon's going well, Bob. We were just walking inside of an inflatable building. So check out the replay. We're about to walk. Oh, he's gonna build his little nest. All right, you got your little twigs there. That's an Upper West Side bird. That bird likes the arts and really good music. Yeah, it was on the east side. Yeah, that was the east side.
I feel like he's trying to act.
But like the phone did a complete reboot. The gimbal got zapped. No, the phone booths are on the west side, John. We were actually using the New York Post. The New York Post reported on all the various Russian oligarchs' mansions. So we were going to all the mansions. And we passed a cluster of them. And after that cluster, the security guard followed us for a couple of blocks. I think he got out of a car. I think he was in a car. And he stood right behind me and clicked his little clicker and zapped my whole thing. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm going. And I was actually already done, which I think the more ironic part about the whole live stream was that we were done already. We saw all the mansions up to that point. So, yeah. Yes, Dimitri did not like us. Yes, нет. Dimitri do not like the live stream at my mansion house there. Yes. I am the heir of the Luke Oil Company. All right. So, thought it was Boris. It's Boris. It's Dimitri. It's all of them. Oh, look at this guy. This guy doesn't know whether to pull out or not. Yeah, we were too pedestrian for him, yeah. Look at these colors. Oh my goodness. Yes, all the electronics people who work for the MTA or former KGB agents, yes. What is he doing? Why is he honking the horn? How pretty that is. I don't like wearing luxury brands. Even if I could afford to wear luxury brands, I wouldn't wear luxury brands. I do not wear Prada. Right? Beautiful, right? Wait until we go into the park. There's some spots that me and the Duchess went to yesterday And we'll go to those spots before exiting the park. Look at the colors over here. Got little reds and purples. And was Natasha there with Boris? I think, Bob, I think so, Bob. Bob, I think so. Look how pretty that is. Wow. That's what I love about spring. This is why you really got to take it in and soak it in before it all disappears. Devil wears Pravda. Yes, the devil wears Pravda in movie stores now. Good to see you, Tammy. Ohio here. Visited Lucy's hometown on your trip. Nice. I'm glad you appreciate the live stream there, Tammy. Welcome on into the show. This first hour has like flown by. Coming up, West 72nd Street and coming into view, probably one of the most famous apartment buildings in all of New York City, the Dakota Apartments. The Dakota is as old as the Brooklyn Bridge, completed in 1884. It was so far north relative to the other development here on Manhattan Island that the developers had a joke amongst themselves. It was so far north, it might as well be in the Dakota Territories. And the name stuck. The Dakota, everybody. Many, many famous people have lived in there, still do. But of course, the most famous residents, John Lennon and Yoko Ono. They had their apartment up here on the 8th floor. I could show you their apartment. Now, Yoko still owns the apartment, even though she does live in a farm in upstate New York. She does live there. And yes, your favorite, the only film to be filmed in there was Rosemary's Baby. Rosebud. Yes, the only film to be ever filmed in there was Rosemary's Baby. But John and Yoko's apartment was right here on the corner. It still is. It's the penthouse floor. So they have the apartment right there at the black railing, and then the 2 floors above that, they have that. Each floor has 4 apartments, and each apartment is centered on a corner. So between 1973 and 1977, John Lennon and Yoko Ono buy the 2 neighboring apartments, thus combining a 40-room apartment. She is not a slumlord, man. She is not a slumlord. Yoko is a very kind person. But their only neighbor on the 8th floor, Roberta Flack. So really good music up on the 8th floor. Oh, we got the bike tour here. The bike tour is here. Oh, that's Petra. Tour guide Petra and the group. Petra using her Dutch skills, cutting off the rickshaw driver. By the way, I met Yoko Ono right here after doing a walking tour. We walked down this pathway here, and it was a cold February afternoon, and all we did was talk about how pretty the park looked in the snow. And she offered a picture. She offered a picture with me. She said, "You want a picture?" I had my iPhone 4, my first iPhone. And I said, you know what? No, I'll keep it as a memory. And I cherish that memory to this very day. All right, we're going to go into, 40-room apartment, Myrna. Kind of crazy. We're now going to enter Strawberry Fields here in New York City. Let's see what kind of music we got playing here today. The black and white tiled mosaic coming up is called the Imagine Mosaic. The Imagine Mosaic is a gift from the city of Naples, Italy to the city of New York. A simple black and white tile mosaic that says Imagine. The tiles are made from clay from Mount Vesuvius at Pompeii. I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna let you guys listen to the music. Here we go.
invited me. There's a dying love which shines around me like a million suns and calls me on and on across the universe.
Yes, engagement is always good on the video, so always leave a comment. Engagement is always good. You're outside enjoying the weather, Arjun. Enjoy the nice weather before the rain gets here. Strawberry Fields is recognized as an international peace garden by 151 countries all around the world. When Strawberry Fields first opens up on John Lennon's 45th birthday on October 9th, 1985, there were 18 strawberry bushes right here. And unfortunately, the little birds like to eat the berries. And of course, strawberry bushes do not last very good in our cold New York City winter. So unfortunately, no more strawberry bushes, but we have that imagined mosaic. Come here on John Lennon's birthday. We'll be here on John Lennon's birthday on October 9th. Celebrate his life. But yes, no, Julie, yeah, no, every little bit helps, Julie, so I appreciate it. If you leave a comment on my replays, it's much, much, much appreciated. Good to see you, Daniel, in Vermont. Here's a dedication plaque for Strawberry Fields. And here are the some 151 countries that recognize Strawberry Fields as an international peace garden right there. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Julie. Do you like my Yoko story, Mary? Mary, it's one of those stories that it could only happen in New York. I mean, I finished my walking tour. All my guests went down into the subway, and I'm just walking down that path, and there was Yoko with her security guard. Her security guard was just kind of like letting her do her own thing. And yeah. And she was very soft-spoken. That's the thing I mainly remember about her. She was very, very soft-spoken. And we just talked about the park. That's all we talked for 20 minutes. We just talked about the park and how pretty it looked in the snow. And how the park sounds with the snow and the crunching of the snow under our feet and the birds and everything. And it was so cool. And she was convinced I wanted a picture, but then I thought about it for like a second, and I remembered and I heard, you know what's fun, ironic, I listened to this lecture by Alan Watts this morning about how sometimes you don't want to have technological conveyances kind of shroud your experience of living life. And I said to myself, you know what, no, I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna remember this scene, and that's it. Neville asks, was the dedication of Strawberry Fields accompanied by the playing of the song? Of course it was, Neville. Yes, they played all of John Lennon's music. All of the Beatles' music was pretty much played. And it still is every day. It still is every day. That's one of my favorite songs. Across the universe. Now it's going to be stuck in my head. Let's head over to Bethesda Terrace. Say hello to the angel. You know, that's the fun part about live streaming is, besides being able to relive our experience, fundamentally this is a shared experience. So you guys are experiencing this right along with me, and half of the time, you know, I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm looking out forward and stuff like that. I want to take this in just as much as you guys are at home. So I always try to keep in my mind that I'm not going to let this phone kind of get in the way of me experiencing what we're experiencing together. No, yeah, Flo, she totally treated me like just a regular person. But, you know, I came up to her and said, oh my goodness, hi. I just said, hi, Yoko. And then she was just like, doesn't the park look beautiful? And then that was it. That was it. That's it. Then after that, it was like literally just a regular conversation. It was really special. And we just strolled. We just walked down the path really slow, and we just took it in. It's the magic of New York. Let's see. Let's go through. We got some time before the rain gets here, so let's go through Cherry Hill here, and then we'll come kind of around Bow Bridge and then towards Angel. But it was like literally we talked for 20 minutes. It was incredible. Now, the second time I saw Yoko Ono, it was a little crazy because it was over by the mall, and it was a hot summer day in August, and I kind of waved at Yoko, and she was going to come over and talk. But then somebody off in the distance literally screamed, "Oh my God, Yoko Ono." And I don't know how she did it, but I turned around and she disappeared. I don't know how she did it. I turned around and she disappeared. And I don't know where she went. She just like vanished. Yeah, no, Darlene. I don't know why people are so hard on her. I understand some of the reasons, but it's like some of it's just like, come on, guys. It's a little ridiculous. Wow, all these trees have already blossomed. Yeah, it was pretty cool, Flo. It was just like, I literally turned around, she disappeared. I don't know where she went at all. Yeah, look, this is one of my favorite spots of the blossoming trees, and it's already done. Yeah, she's a professional celebrity, exactly. See, right here, you usually get a really nice corridor of all the blossoming trees, and look at that, already green on the trees. I mean, Activity 79, I've been always a fan of her art. Her art is a little out there, but I like you know me, guys. I love weird art, and Yoko makes some very weird art. So would I ride on those horses? No, I wouldn't, Ethan. No, I wouldn't. Exactly, Julie, exactly. Look at these trees have already blossomed already. They're already done. Good to see you, Picard. Welcome. Got a little bit of the blossom left. Oh, my beautiful Central Park. 27,000 trees, 9,000 benches, 142 miles of drainage pipe. Hank P asks, what's a Yoko? Yoko Ono we're talking about, Hank. Yoko Ono. Artist and musician. The beautiful twin towers of the San Remo apartments. All right there. And then straight down the pathway here, we have the Bow Bridge, probably one of the most photographed spots here in Central Park besides Bethesda Terrace is the Bow Bridge. Over 300 movies and TV shows have been filmed here in Central Park. And other than the Brooklyn Bridge, Central Park probably one of the most photographed places on the earth. Okay, Hank, yeah, you can look her up, Hank. You can look her up. Raining there in Staten Island, Bat Lady? Yeah, I gotta keep it moving because the rain's coming here. But we're gonna try to squeeze in a live stream before the rain gets here. And I could smell it. I could definitely smell it. Definitely, it's gonna rain. It was drizzling during my tour in the sun earlier, so. Well, here's the deal, Ethan. Central Park and Prospect Park, both designed by Frederick Lahr Olmsted and Calvert Vaux, the Hall & Oates of landscape architecture. And, you know, when they worked on Central Park, their relationship was a bit strained because Calvert Vaux always played second fiddle to Frederick Lahr Olmsted. By the time they start working on Central Park, they hate each other and they only work together through correspondence. So, and then by the time they finish Prospect Park, that's it. They dissolve their working relationship. So, but yeah. And everything Frederick Lahr Olmsted and Calvert Vaux couldn't do, what they couldn't do here in Central Park, they did in Prospect Park. Ooh, look at this little walk here. This is really pretty. Absolutely random. Absolutely. Yoko has a paving stone over at the Olmsted Garden. So I've actually never found her Paving stone. She has a paving stone. She doesn't have a bench, she has a paving stone. But of course she has strawberry fields. No, absolutely, John. You know, just like the real Hall & Oates, they couldn't stand each other in the end. But Frederick Lahr Ohm said he had a lot of friends in government, so that's how he ended up getting this job. And fun fact, Frederick Lahr Ohm said Calvert Vaux, when they win the job to build Central Park, they've never designed a park before in their lives. This was the first time they ever designed a park. And Calvert Vaux, he designs a lot of the pathways and a lot of the infrastructure here in the park, and also some of the buildings here in the park. Frederick Lahr Olmsted, he directs the trees. You know, Bat Lady, I want to do the Tibetan Garden in Staten Island. Unfortunately, the Chinese Scholars Garden out in Snug Harbor, I can't get a signal back there. But there's a Tibetan museum in Staten Island, and I really want to live stream that one, you know, sometime soon, Bat Lady. So we're going to be out in Staten Island soon. There are a few little spots in Staten Island that I want to show you guys, so stay tuned. You never know where we're going to end up. Oh, that song's stuck in my head now. I'm going to have to listen to that song when I hop on the train. Nothing's gonna change your world. They did do a great job, man. To be honest, Central Park probably has never looked this good in its entire history. I think so, Neville. I think so. Welcome to the heart of Central Park. Welcome to Bethesda Terrace. Bethesda Terrace was created in 1871. Designed by Jacob Ray Mould. And this entire double-decked plaza here celebrates the 4 seasons of the year. The 2 bottom columns, at the bottom of the stairs, the 2 bottom columns are summer and winter. And then above the stairs towards the mall, spring and autumn are up there. This fountain right here, the first public commission work of art for the city of New York, designed by a woman. Her name was Emma Stubbins. Emma Stubbins designs a rather ordinary looking angel, not too flamboyant. So ordinary, in fact, that some people in the media had the nerve to call her the milkmaid. Angel of the Waters fountain, built to commemorate the opening of the Croton Aqueduct, the first freshwater system for the city of New York. The fountain references the Gospel of John. Good to see you, Ed Allen. I'm happy I'm able to bring back some memories for you. But there she is. It's a beautiful angel. And you got the fountain running, and oh my goodness. Let's take you guys through the arcade. And we have music playing in there, so I'm going to be quiet so you guys could enjoy it. But I'm going to point the camera up to the ceiling. You're going to see some 15,000 hand-painted tiles. They're called the Milton tiles. It's the only application of Milton tiles in the world vaulted onto a ceiling. You could find the Milton tiles in a little place like the White House or the Capitol building. But Darlene W. with a $20 super chat. Darlene, thank you so much for the very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 4 times today. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $20 super chat. Darlene, this fountain's for you. This fountain's for you. It is a beautiful fountain. All right, guys, we're going to take you guys through Bethesda Terrace now. Oh, hello. We're going to take you through Bethesda Terrace now. And somebody was listening in behind me, like 2 inches away from my head. All right, guys, enjoy Bethesda Arcade. Aren't those tiles beautiful? The only application of Milton tiles on Earth, vaulted onto his ceiling. Those are all hand-painted tiles, by the way. And when they redid this whole landscape back in 2007, they actually recreated a lot of those damaged tiles in the way they were created back in the 1850s. And now we come out onto the only straight pathway in all of Central Park, the Mall. The trees are really growing in right now. They look great. You're looking at one of the largest groves of great American elm trees outside of Washington, D.C. There's roughly 400 elm trees in this grove alone. You could find around 3,000 great American elm trees across Central Park. And for most of these trees, it's either the second or third planting of these trees in this area of the park. Good to see you, Sandra. Off to my left-hand side, the Namberg bandshell, built in 1923. Probably one of my, now besides an unknown Bob Dylan performing here, Jefferson Airplane, Jimi Hendrix, the Grateful Dead, they all performed here back in the 60s. My favorite event that ever happened here happened in April 2020. In April 2020, when the pandemic was really raging here in New York City, the entire New York City Philharmonic did a spontaneous performance right there in the bandshell and played for New Yorkers. One of my happiest things I could ever think of during the pandemic. You know, unfortunately, Myrna, a lot of the original elms were over the years cut down, because what happens is, you see they create this canopy here, and the elm trees were damaged through storms, mostly like blizzards and stuff, kind of destroyed these trees over the years. So unfortunately, no original elms are here in the park. You got to understand, the first planting of elm trees in this section of Central Park were planted in 1852 to 1855. So, yeah, pretty old. A lot of these elm trees you see here were planted probably in like the 1920s, 1930s. Like I said, second or third planting of these elms in this grove. Now, a viewer, so yes, Holly, yes, Dutch elm's disease probably took out the original planting of these trees. But because the city grew up around the park, these American elm trees are a kind of like a Central Park hybrid. So they're very resistant to various diseases like Dutch elm's disease. They're very resilient trees. Now let's see. A viewer recently told me, and I did not know about this, about Jim Henson's bench. Let's see if we could find Jim Henson's bench. I think it's on the next one. I think it's on the next round here. Yeah. Oh no, you had a tornado warning. Well, Susan, I'm happy you're safe. Please stay safe. Tornado warnings are not fun. Let's see. Nope, next one. Oh, we got people. Do we have people literally sitting at the Jim Henson bench? See, the Jim Henson bench is like popular. So everybody just sits there. Or they may even be sitting there not realizing that they're sitting at the Jim Henson bench. Yes, we got people sitting on the Jim Henson bench. Yes. Yes, we have people sitting at the Jim Henson bench. So unfortunately, we're not able to see it. Yeah, it's right there. The seventh lamppost. is where the Jim Henson bench is. Yeah, they're sitting right at the Jim Henson bench. Not even. Hopefully they realize it's a Jim Henson bench. Yeah, it's near the 7th lamppost. They're sitting. There's a whole bunch of people sitting like right there on it. But yes, please be careful, Susan. It is not fun having tornadoes. I guess you can see some of the vendors are already beginning to pack up because this rain is imminent. We'll say hello to the ladies really quick before we head over to Balto. Unveiled on the 100th anniversary of the ratification of the 25th Amendment, here is the Women's Rights Pioneers statue. Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and Sojourner Truth create this awesome statue here. For many, many years, we had lots of statues of famous men. So one statue of a famous dog, and finally, a statue of actual women. The Women's Rights Pioneers statue, as they go over their declarations of sentiments. No, Cynthia, these vendors do not need a license to set up shop here. There are certain rules that they got to adhere to, like not to block the pathway or anything like that, but first come, first serve. Now here's the cool part. If you scan the QR code, the statue comes alive. So I'm going to show you the QR code here in a moment. Here we go. Scan the QR code and the statue will come alive. And there's some really cool actors and narration artists like Viola Davis, Jane Alexander, Meryl Streep, Zoe Saldana, America Ferrera, Rita Moreno. Oh my goodness. Let's go say hi to Balto, and we'll make our way towards the east side of the park because I'll be taking the train over at 59th Street, 5th Avenue. I want to get going home before the rain gets here, so we have about a half hour left now in our live stream. But the park is doing its thing now. Right before it rains, the park really begins to emit a smell. It's so nice. Carl Roth asks, where is the Benny Hill statue? I don't think we have one, Carl. Okay, Google, is there a Benny Hill statue in the world? Alexa, is there a Benny Hill statue in the world? Okay, Google, is there a Benny Hill statue somewhere in the world? Remember, folks, Google is your friend. Okay, Google. We're approaching the Willowdale Arch, and when the first section of Central Park was being completed, all the major landscape architects and engineers who built Central Park, including Frederick Lahr Olmsted and Calvert Vaux, they all stood right there on this arch and took a picture of their newly completed work of art. Signed the petition that Neil just put in the chat, and let's get a statue for Flacco, the Eurasian eagle owl. Signed the change.org link that Neil put up, and yes, we need a statue of Flacco here in Central Park. Facebook is your enemy, yes. Strawberry Fields, that you're using logic, Strawberry Fields. But to the indomitable spirit of the sled dog, here is Balto the sled dog, created here 10 months after he saved 220 children's lives in Nome, Alaska. He was the last lead dog in a 32 sled dog team. They delivered the antidote to diphtheria to the children of Nome, Alaska. When they unveiled the statue, Balto literally stood right here, and that video is available right here on YouTube. A local a local civic organization actually donated the money and the statue to be placed here in the park. Now there it is. In the winter of 1925. This dog went over 2 mountain ranges and blizzards. But yeah, so Carl Ross says we need a Snoopy statue. There's a Snoopy museum in Tokyo, Japan. Fun fact. Google is not always right, Ethan, no. Just like humans, we program Google, it's not perfect. Good to see everybody, people. If I missed anyone, welcome to the show. But a hero indeed. You could see Balto the sled dog. He is stuffed inside of the, he lives on inside of the Natural History Museum in Cleveland, Ohio. There you go. There's a Snoopy statue in St. Paul, Minnesota. I think that's where Snoopy originally published from, right? That's where Carl Schultz used to live, if I'm not mistaken, right? Anyway, we're going off on tangents now. But yes, check out the Snoopy Museum in Tokyo, Japan. Yep, Charles Schultz's hometown. Oh, there you go, Neville. I did not know that, Neville. I did not know that. I know, no, John, the pointless questions lead us into kind of nonsensical discussions that have nothing to do with what we're looking at. Just a disclaimer that I'm the one who makes the jokes here. And as you know, sarcasm doesn't exactly work in text form. For me, since I'm using my voice, sarcasm could be very real. So, hey, Raquel Welsh, she used to live over in the San Remo apartments, and she used to sublet her apartment from Barry Manilow. We were just looking at the San Remo before, when we were walking towards Bow Bridge. See, I'm bringing it. See, I'm trying to bring the context into this. The flowers are pretty badly. The park is absolutely gorgeous. Traverse. Coming up on our left-hand side is the Central Park Children's Zoo. And we are coming into the main Central Park Zoo area. Coming up next is the Delacorte clock. Ooh, let's take in the music. Thank you so much, Leonard, for hitting that like button. Yes, indeed, the Pink Panther theme. So from what I heard, the Delacorte clock used to drive Flacco, the Eurasian eagle owl, completely mad. Owls are not supposed to hear bells that loud. And he lived just on the other side of this building over here. His enclosure was just over there. So I officially now have a love-hate relationship with the Delacorte clock. But his enclosure was right down there. And when Flacco was liberated, if you will, he stayed far away from this area of Central Park. No doubt he heard these bells chime, never to return again. He stayed way uptown on the west side of the park in an area called the Loke. But the clock was there first, John, that is true. But from what I hear, they have very sensitive hearing. Hey, buddy, I don't have any food. I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. He came right up to me. No, the clock was not playing Pink Panther. That was a person playing a saxophone in the underpass over there. But here is the Central Park Zoo. And then off to our left-hand side, this building actually predates the park. This is called the Armory. It was built in 1849. And today this is the offices of the Central Park Conservancy. Central Park Conservancy are the people who manage Central Park. It costs around $84 million a year to maintain Central Park. But this building predates the park. And look at this, we have a black, ooh, whoa, ooh, the bird is chasing the squirrel. The bird was chasing the squirrel. Did you guys see that? He's just hopping around. Wow, that was like Wild America right there. Where's Marty Stauffer? Good to see you, Karen J. McLean. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wow, I never seen a bird chase around a squirrel before.
Papa?
Guess it's the first time for everything. Where's Marty Stauffer? I hope he's doing well. Look at these beautiful tulips. Wow. Springtime, guys. Springtime. Hey, a bit of an ambitious bird, yeah. I'll say. All right, people. Yeah, no. That's before my time here, and I'm all about Wild America. I'm all about Marty Stauffer and the Wild America. And by the way, the squirrel was being fed by tourists, so I don't know why the bird went after the squirrel, but hey, always something new, am I right? Always something new. As we take this next pathway, time to go back to reality, back to the city of New York. Are there any topiaries around here? I don't know, random, I don't know. There you go, Holly, yeah. Yeah, wildlife with me. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. 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 I need the two rams at the end of the shot, you know. The rams go, you know. The rams, they hit each other in the head, you know. That's my favorite part. That's one of my strongest memories of my childhood, was the two rams colliding at the end of the Wild America Open. Look how pretty these trees are. Oh my God. Spring is going by so fast. These two trees right here are the epitome of that. Spring is just flying by. We still have the cherry esplanade over in the Brooklyn Botanical Garden to see. We saw the Japanese garden. We saw the Magnolia Plaza. But now we need to see that amazing collection of cherry trees. It's coming up. Probably in the next few days, by the way, so. I know the blooms are already, well, at least on the magnolias, yeah, the blooms are already dropping. And no doubt, tonight's rain shouldn't be too bad. It's not going to be really like, it's not going to be really like windy, luckily. But, yeah. But yeah, so futile. That's why you really gotta enjoy the moment. But we are returning back to reality. Back to the days of our days. Back to the everydays of our times. We are returning back into Midtown Manhattan. Oh, look how pretty these, look, some more pretty tulips for all my folks from the Netherlands. Look at these guys. Wow. Those are pretty. Wow, this is a cool sign here on the bench. To Pop with Love, lifelong New Yorker, 1896 to 1980. He got to see some cool stuff. Wow. All right, back to reality, kids. Back to reality. The Plaza Hotel, up to our right-hand side, right across the streets. I mean, isn't that beautiful, Susan? Oh my God, Susan, I cannot wait to take you guys back into the Brooklyn Botanical Garden. We'll be back in there in a couple of days. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do an indoor live stream. So stay tuned for. By the way, this is where I got zapped, right here in this corner. It's where I got zapped by the Russian guy, because we have to come full circle with our discussions. We got zapped by the Russian guy right here. But yeah, Susan's gonna be beautiful, Susan. This was a fun, really fun live stream. Never a bad time at the Botanical Garden. That's right, Sean. Everyone follow Bagels and Walks. A great live streamer from the Upper East Side. And also Nebul's in the chat, so everyone follow Nebul. A great live streamer from the south of France. What's up with this connect? Oh, I know why the connection is so bad. Because that tall black building, that's Trump Tower. Trump Tower, black as his soul, dark as his soul. Trump Tower is right there. Din Din, you're more than welcome. Is it your first time finding this nonsense? Make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Moz Family Networks. Here on YouTube and on Instagram, all same name, at Dutch Moz. Make sure you hit the notification bell, because I never know when I'm gonna go live next. Bloody hell with this connection. Bloody hell with this connection. Anyway, do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great New York day, whether you live here or not. Hug your loved ones. Cherish the moments. And good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.